All right, so if you are looking for a rock and roll end to your week, then the Rolling Stones have got you covered. I mean, what a way to start a weekend. This is awesome, you know?
This is cool. So the British rock legends dropping a brand new album. 2 decades later? Emily Finn is here with more, and I have to say, she is our resident rock and roll gal. It's your day off. And you came in because that's how amped you are.
Are you kidding? A chance to talk about the Rolling Stones? I could not pass that up.
And your shirt. I mean, look at your shirt.
I'm so prepared for this.
This is legit.
I'm so prepared. It is very legit. Rock and roll is in my soul, you guys. And I don't know about you, but I can't get no satisfaction until I listen to the rest of the album.
Love it.
This is the first time in almost 20 years that the Rolling Stones have released new original songs. The title of the album is Hackney Diamonds. It's actually British slang for the shattered glass shards that are found after a break-in. Little fun fact there. But even in their 80s, the Stones still set the tone for rock and roll. In the first track on the Rolling Stones' newly released Hackney Diamonds album, the official music video features actress Sydney Sweeney swaying along to the melody of a band known for 60 years of rock and roll.
I think it's been pretty positive reaction so far with it.
Most songs are penned by lead singer Mick Jagger and lead guitarist Keith Richards, with instantly recognizable rhythm from guitar and bass player Ronnie Wood warmly welcoming fans back to explore the group's new sounds.
Don't get angry with me.
While it's the first album release from the Stones in more than 18 years, fans haven't been angry with the legendary rockers' lack of new tunes, continuing to fill venues for their shows throughout recent years.
You never grow up. You know, you get to a certain stage and you're growing down.
But after the death of Rolling Stones drummer Charlie Watts in 2021, it was time to reinvigorate a franchise known to inspire artists across all genres.
I gotta say, I wasn't sure what to expect. I kind of set the bar low, and man, did they shatter all expectations. I don't think there's an artist alive, almost in any genre, who hasn't somehow been influenced by the Rolling Stones.
Comedian and former host of VH1's That Metal Show, Don Jamieson, says the Stones have influenced rock and roll groups across the globe.
To the rock and roll community, they're huge, obviously. They sort of, back in the 60s, they borrowed from American blues to form their sound, and they threw a little British on top of it, made it a little more rock and roll. And then they came to America, and they influenced so many bands, none more so than Aerosmith, who a lot of people consider the American Rolling Stones.
And the reviews are in for their newest work. The Stones' latest release shows after all this time, they've still got it. It's a star-studded album, featuring artists like Beatles bass player Paul McCartney, piano work from Stevie Wonder and Elton John, and even a collaboration with singer Lady Gaga.
Mick's vocal performance on this ballad with Lady Gaga is absolutely stunning. I mean, this guy's 80 years old. This is the same age as our president. And his voice is maybe even better than ever.
80 years old, same age as President Biden. I don't know if I would see President Biden dancing up on stage quite like Mick Jagger, but I guess that's why they say it's the moves like Jagger, right?
It's moves like Jagger. Now, what are you most looking forward to? Like, when you heard this news, what went through your head? Is there a specific song you can't wait to?
I have listened to the Stones literally my entire life, so being able to hear new sound from them, because you have the favorites, right? Sympathy for the Devil, that's my favorite song. Satisfaction is great. Wild Horses is great. We were talking a little bit about our favorite songs, but being able to experience the Rolling Stones kind of for the first time all over again, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
Do you think there'll be a tour?
Yeah.
I sure hope so. And I sure hope that NewsNation will send me to cover it.
If you don't get that assignment, there'll be no problem.
We'll raise hell.
I'll end up with Mick Jagger. That's my goal. That's my goal.
Oh, so cool. Such a fun Friday headline. Thank you, Emily. So fun. Still ahead, everybody.